Hello everybody, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. Those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Guys, this is part 2 of your weekend read. This is going to be Libra through Pisces, April 26th through the 28th. I've got my dates down this time. You know, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watcher, if that's you, welcome to the channel as well. Guys, profound messages rolled out in the first half of these reads, and I really thought I was going to be able to keep them short, sweet, and simple. I do think they came out that way in one way, and another way, very, like, the whole past week or so, I think I've used the word profound about 7 million times. It's insane. We have learned so much. We've learned so much over this past month, and I feel like it's going to continue for a while. I think in time you're going to see things come to the surface that are going to make more sense for everybody across the board. Some of this gut-wrenching, but for positive change, like the Spirit showing me the Wheel of Fortune, that positive shift. So Libra through Pisces, who knows what comes out in these reads for you. I'm very curious to see, but 1:11 on the clock, divine protection is at hand. So let's just jump right on into it, guys. We'll see what's going on. If you're here, thank you so very much for your love, support. If I have not responded to emails to you, I will get to you ASAP. You guys have inundated me with, you know, emails of just thanks and gratitude, telling me about your story, booking personal reads. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your faith and belief in me. Like, I do not take that lightly. So, mwah, to all of you. Personal readings are open and available. That information can be found in the description box below, as well as the about section of the page. And, you know, like, share, subscribe, comment. It keeps the channel kicking and doing and growing as it's been. And I'm super excited for all of that. That just, it warms my heart. So thank you. Got me in a sentimental mood this morning, guys, as I have my coffee. All right, Libra, let's get started with you, see what's going on in your energy for this weekend. We'll go from there, right? May readings, I'm in the process of getting those ready to get out, so bear with me for that as well. And a lot of other messages, obviously, this week came out in the readings, you know, across the board. So there's a lot of things to be said. All right, April 26th through the 28th, Spirit, what does Libra need to know this weekend? What's going on for Libra? Spirit just said it's a time of change. High Priestess of Fire, that's action and choices here coming in together. Libra. Cheese and crackers. Here we go. I feel it already. All right, Spirit, for Libra. Success and trapped. Libra, here we go. Self-worth. Let me beat the dead horse here. You are in the South Node. We will forever see a point that energies divide and split. We either evolve or we stay stuck. Libra, I feel like I'm talking to both sides of the coin here. Those of you who are evolving, those of you who are staying stuck. This is almost coming into me like a warning. Like, you have successfully completed something. But now here comes the next set of challenges. And I remember saying to you, I think it was last weekend, you will have these moments that everything is going swell. You are going to have moments where this shit comes back up because things need to be cleared. Karma needs to be rectified. Situations, how you're handling things, where you're going, what it is that you're seeing in yourself. You've had this successful awareness to something. You've had some kind of success here. Moving into the trapped. That is what is coming back into play. Self-worth. I feel like with that choices, Libra, you're trying to decide if you want to stay in something or completely disconnect and completely rebuild. And as I say that, cycles is laying underneath the self-worth. And then growth. Libra, you have to decide who you are. Are you going to allow the ego to be the driving factor? Or are you going to sit in integrity, truth, and authenticity? It's like devil angel kind of energy that you guys are dealing with. And you're gonna you're going to see this influx of energy for some time. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to, give you some falsified hope as to any of this whatsoever. This is what exactly it is. And you need to be aware of just that. Okay? Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, Libra, sorry about that. My schedule has been crazy. So anyhow, this is really needing to decide which side of this you're going to sit in. This is a difficult journey that you're going through. And it's going to either make or break some karma for you. Okay? So with that, give me 1 second here. Libra, spirit for Libra. What does Libra need to know? Libra, it's like you don't know what side. Father of Cups, you may be dealing with a Scorpio. I don't know. I feel like this is you trying to find a space of love or balance within. But the reality here with that 10 of Cups coming out sideways and the 4 of Cups is whatever situations or scenarios tied to the emotional heart space, I don't think you know what makes you happy right now. And it's like, what do I do with this? How do I address this? How do I go through this process? And it's kind of like, I feel like you want to check out on an emotional level altogether and just be by yourself right now. This is, it's a confusing energy to be in because it's like, I have this 5, there's very much a split energy between all of this. And it is, there's this side of it and there's this side of it. And what do I do with those two sides? How do I bridge that gap? And I feel like you maybe feel like you're caught in the middle of something that you cannot get away from. Something, it's like you're going to it's almost like the sacrificial lamb. Like you're going to have to sacrifice something one way or another. And it's a difficult emotional journey here, Libra, without a doubt. 10 of Wands coming out. And they come out sideways. It's the battle of the emotions. It is feeling that burden on the emotional plane of, there comes the Tower, Libra, Aries, Scorpio energy, very heavy Scorpio energy, the devil. There's been a time period here, Libra, in regards to the emotional sense that has not been healed, has not been rectified, has not been addressed to the deepest sense of yourself. And it's like you could be feeling like you have love for multiple things, 9 of Wands. But underneath all of this, you've got that devil energy kind of hanging in the balance. What poison makes me happier is what I'm hearing from Spirit. 9 of Wands, 4 of Cups. It's like no matter what direction you go, you feel like you can't win. And in that, it's creating a lot of confusion, a lot of difficult energy to deal with here. Libra, Spirit is just saying, find your self-respect. Whatever that means to you, it's time to find your self-respect. Who do you want to be? What do you have obligations to? Because I feel like you're cornered. I feel like you've been cornered, and somebody may be putting on some constraints on you that says this is what we're doing, and this is how this has to be. And you realize that if you go that way, other things have to go. You're walking into a very big space of having to make some very profound decisions that are going to affect you the rest of your life. No pressure, right? All right, for Libra, your Spirit, what's the advice for Libra? Backstabbing in the reverse. Twin flames. You could feel like you owe something to somebody in some capacity, and it's like you're trying, Libra, you could be learning a very valuable lesson on what unconditional love is. I'm going to say to you, there is a conversation coming up that you may run from that you don't want to have to address. And this doesn't have to be twin flame, runner, chaser dynamic. This is It's easier to just let it go than it is to deal with it. Be very mindful of those choices, okay? You're in a tough space. I'm not going to pretend. You have to let go of something to move into something else, if that's what you want to do. That's a rough energy to be in, Libra. I can feel that. That's difficult. All right, guys. I'm going to leave that portion there. Scorpio, give me just a minute, and I'm going to get into your read. Okay, Scorpio, let's get on to you guys. Jeez, this morning has been... I don't even have words today. I have no words, honest to goodness. All right, Scorpio. Thank you, by the way. I'm going to take a quick second. Everybody who has reached out, subscribed, commented, booked personal emails. Scorpio, you guys are amazing. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I don't even have to say Spirit, April 26th through the 28th. High Priestess of Water and Meditation, Scorpio. This is the connection between the tangible, the intangible, the feeling, where you're at, where you're going. Feeling a little stuck by a few things, maybe kind of, I don't want to say getting caught up. That's not quite it, but it's kind of like you're in a little bit of self-preservation mode here. Got a lot of emotional energy still lingering from that full moon in Scorpio. And Scorps, I'm going to tell you, don't expect it to change right away. This is going to be a process, Spirit is saying. I've got the goosebumps as I say this. It's going to be a massive process for you. But this is about the pillars of what you are establishing. 111 on the clock, and there's an 11 here. There's a reason I said that, right? Oh, goodness. The synchronicities, I don't know what it's been on Fridays. The past couple of weeks, it's been wild as fuck. Like, I don't even know. The Warrior in the Moon, Scorpio. I'm going to tell you every time, I'm going to say Spirit is being graceful with you. Yet. But I will also say that it's kind of like, as I just talked about that Friday thing, you could feel like you're going through 1 week cycles of having an understanding or having these epiphanies come through and then transmuting that, because that's what you do, and then going back into the next thing. It's coming in layer after layer after layer, and Spirit is saying meeting after meeting after meeting, whatever that means for you. Whether this is with doctors, lawyers, accountants, people, significant others, conversations. I don't know what all this is, but it's very, very potent kind of energy, Scorpio, that's coming in. Tattoos could be a thing. Tears that have been cried and shed, trying to pull yourself. There's that trap, the obedience. That was last weekend, if I believe, as well. That card stuck out for you in one of your readings. Feeling constrained, defined by outside expectations, fulfillment. Scorps, High Priestess of Fire. I'm going to tell you, and then love. Spirit is saying you're getting ready to light a fucking match to shit. As you're going through whatever this process is, at these waves of these emotions and things that are coming in, Scorpio, you are becoming a whole new Scorpio. And you're, like, I can't even explain to you this sense of just, not even the fuck it's, but this empowerment that goes, I'm going to say what I got to say. I'm going to express what I've got to express. And not that you're aiming to hurt feelings, but it's like, I've got to this point, and I'll be damned if I'm going to go back to the things as they were. This is a complete upheaval of your beliefs. This is goodbye to falsified structures. This is immense growth and change. And I'm going to say, way back in January, February, I remember putting that reading out for you, something like Silence is Deadly. Scorpio, that's part of your transformational energy. It's coming in again. You have evolved. I always talk about that onion, right? Here's the new layer to Scorpio. Scorpio 2.0, whatever you want to label it. Here comes this more powerful, aware, revised rendition of Scorpio. And you feel it coming. You can't make sense of it yet. 4s are very, very, very important for you. You may not be able to make sense of this quite yet. But when you cross this threshold, it's almost like you are trailblazing and lighting a match at the same time. For some of you, you could be taking the world by storm through a creative process, the things you say, the things you do. It borderlines the fuck it, but on a very positive note. And I feel like the reason this is coming up over the weekend is that feeling. You feel it in the pit of your stomach that this will not be in vain. This will be not my glass got ran over and knocked over. It's my cup spilleth over. You're embodying this water energy. You're pulling it in at your core. 555 on the clock. It's coming. And you feel it and you know it and it's anticipatory. And god darn, like, what do I do with this? Scorpio, you're just going to move. No one is expecting from you what's about to happen. And for all of you, I'm going to keep it vague because for all of you, it's going to be very different. Nobody is expecting this turn. Nobody was expecting this shift of you. Whatever you've been dealing with, there's a hunger in your belly for more. And it's not more in the greedy sense. It's not more in the ego sense. It is more out of life. It is more out of love. It is more out of yourself. It is to do more, be more, see more, experience more. There is a hunger that lives within you. And whatever it was taking to get your awareness to that, it's coming. Like well, I'm gonna say it's already there. It's just getting ready to take off. Like, I don't know what you guys are doing, but holy fuck. I'll say to you, I've had a lot of readings recently with Scorpios. And there just seems to be, and I've said this to a few of them, this missing piece of the puzzle. Like, I'm picking up on all this energy, and there's little bits of missing information. Like, Spirit's going, here's the big picture. Connect the dots. And there's, like, no information that comes in with it. It's the weirdest freaking thing I've ever seen. And as a reader, it makes me feel a little like, what the hell's happening here? But I'm going to tell you, Scorpio, what I'm getting from Spirit right now is if you knew what connected those dots, you would have missed the experience. Because you would have sat and overthought it and contemplated it, and you would have tried to control it. You weren't meant to control this. You were meant to surrender to whatever this was so that you could elevate. That's why if you feel like something's been missing or you haven't been able to see it clearly, it's because you would have tried to control the experience. It wasn't yours to control. Destiny, fate, divine timing, maybe even karmic events had control of this situation. It wasn't for you to do. Okay? Woo! Good Lord, good Lord. Scorpio. Writing. Some of you could be looking at like ancient writing. I have no idea what that's about. 5 of Cups, 2 of Swords. Scorpio, this has brought you to a crossroads in your life. That's either you're going to play small with yourself or you're going to step into big energy. And 5 of Cups, Scorpio, that's you right there. Loss, sorrows, regrets, remorse, feeling sad, disappointed, feeling like you're in lack. Those cups coming out sideways there. You're done with feeling the losses. You're done with feeling the hurt. You're done with feeling the pain of a situation. There's a 5. That fire energy sitting there. What's good? A reading without the Tower for Scorpio. There you go. Queen of Wands, that's more of that High Priestess of Fire energy showing itself. Scorpio, it is taking that emotion, turning pain into power and acting on it in not just in integrity, but it's when we step into that powerful purpose, Scorps, this changes the dynamic of everything you can do. And that's what you're doing here. So with this Tower energy coming in, again, Scorpio, you're lighting the fucking match. For some things, you're going silent on them. There's nothing left to be said. For others of you, I've got everything to say, and God damn it, you're going to listen. It is like exclamation point, period, the end. There are no questions left. This is it. 8 of Cups, walking away from all of the destruction, all of the upheaval, all of the pain. It is enough. I have had enough. Enough is enough. If you want to go, go. If you want to stay, stay. But you better step up your game. Scorpio, you're not playing around this next cycle. There is no gameplay. There is no bullshit. Like, you know exactly what you want, 5 of Cups, and you're going after it. And it's like, even if it disappoints me, even if this disappointment breaks my heart in certain ways, Wheel of Fortune, you got a King of Pentacles coming in, 6 of Cups, that's soulmate energy, 6 of Pentacles, the Magician. There is no more of lack. There is no more regrets. There is no more remorse. It is no more putting someone else's feelings above your own. It is, I love myself. I take care of myself. And if people respect me, these situations are going to be a part of my life. Then they're going to meet me halfway. Scorpio, you know exactly where you're going. And it's forward. You may not know the fine details, but you're going forward. You've got all the fine details to the past that you need. Now you get to create the reality that you finally want. 11:11 on the clock. Profound energy, Scorps. Profound. The losses, the heartache, the pain that you have been through and transformed this year. Top notch. Kudos. Nobody, and I'm sorry to all the other signs, I don't mean this, again, we all have strengths and weaknesses, but Scorpio, when it comes to that emotional intensity, nobody can take that on, chew it up, and spit it out and keep fucking moving like you. Plain and simple. There is no one. Scorpio, this Tower, taking that action. There's a ton of water and fire. There's a lot of passion for new beginnings, new starts. You've built so much, and you've mastered so many things. And there you, oh my God, Scorps. The 9 of Pentacles to the Empress. She's pre-Empress, moving into the Empress energy. You've done your homework. You've done what it takes. And it's like, I think it's interesting too, because through this, you're getting opportunities gifted to you. And in the meanwhile, other people are gifting opportunity to you as well. So it's like you're giving and getting equally. That 8 of Cups with the Fool, that is that new journey that you're taking. You're leaving that 5 of Cups and that 8 of Cups behind. Look at that, the Wheel of Fortune a second time. The world of successful completion here happening for you. You have completed this cycle. It is time to head forward. Woo, Scorpio. Holy Toledo. Page of Cups. Look at this shit. Oh my God. Look. I just can't. King of Cups, Scorpio, there you are. 4 of Swords, Hierophant, the Lovers, Knight of Pentacles. Somebody, again, is coming in to meet you where you are. 3 of Swords, they see your pain. They understand your pain. Queen of Wands, they think you are the cat's meow. They fucking love the way you present yourself. You're asserting yourself in your truth, and you are transforming all of this shit from before. Scorpio, here you go again. Seriously, in Page of Cups, you are doing everything. Every bit of pain that you have felt, turn that pain into positive love. And I think for the majority of you, that is exactly what you're doing, coming in with that Page of Cups. And I'm telling you, somebody is meeting you there. Like, I feel like I've just preached a sermon. Oh my God. For real. Like, this is nuts. The energy that comes in with this, Scorpio, everybody just better have a seat, because just watch the Scorpio show go down the runway. Seriously. Unbelievable. Your full moon, powerful, powerful for you. Advice for Scorpio here, Spirit. Healthy choices, Scorpio. Self-care, self-love, being happier, loving life. In the past, attraction, teasing, hooking up and dating, third-party temptation, anything 1414 on the clock. anything that has tempted you, anything that you were kind of like on the fence in your own ego going back and forth on, no, we're not doing this anymore. Scorpio, you're blowing it the hell up. We're done here. Expect those conversations, Spirit just said. You are making the choices for your highest good. Coffee cup, meeting, grounding your energy. Advice for Scorpio this weekend, Spirit. Love call, expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you, informing you, getting back out there, meeting someone new, setting a date, dating online. Like, all of this past shit that has held you up, and in regards to the heart space, you could have dealt with narcissists, abusers, crazy people, you fucking name it. You have had your pick of the litter to try out everything. As a good friend of mine said to me, sample the buffet. Scorps, you're done sampling the buffet. You know exactly what your sights are set on. These addictions, this toxicity, fuck that. No more. I am restarting my life anew, whether this is love, work, relationship. It doesn't even matter what it is. Like, you are just going, this is what I'm doing, and this is where I'm going, and you can either get on board or you can just jump ship. Because this is the way that it is. This is my new life of me choosing me. This is my new life of speaking my truth. This is my new life of expressing exactly what lives within me, and it is nothing but pure love, not just for myself, but for others. And if you can't understand that, that's fine. But this is where I'm heading. Scorpio, your full moon has done you wonders, whether you realize it or not. This is changing, truly changing the path in which you're walking down for the rest of your life. Profound. Like, every video I should just type profound across the whole fucking thing. All right, Scorps, I'm leaving it there. Sag, I'm going to take a break. I'll get back to you guys here momentarily. And these readings, holy Toledo, crazy. Okay, Sag, let's jump into you guys. I have had the craziest morning, the craziest days. It's been nuts. Thank you for just letting me jump on and off of here the way I've needed to. It's been a little wonky. Sag, we're going to jump into your energy here, April 26th through the 28th, see what Spirit has for you. I can tell you that the readings for the other signs have been pretty intense, so we'll see how this plays out for you all. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing. It's greatly appreciated. All right, Sag. High Priestess of Air and the Moon. I feel like for you guys, there's a lot coming to the surface right now. I just feel redundantly the need to say to everybody, even though we are coming out of eclipses and full moons and all of these things, this energy is lingering very heavily, and at some point here in the near future, we are moving into the retrograde for Aquarius. So it's a little bit of this weebly wobbly, as I had put it in Scorpio's video, kind of energy that's been going on for some time. So Sag, I feel like there's something that's being brought up to the surface for review, even though we are post-shadow Mercury retrograde. And I remember saying to some of you too, and I don't know if it was you guys, that with that energy, some people were getting hit by this a little bit later than others. So, and I don't even know that it has to do with your sign. I feel like Spirit's saying it's got to do with your journey. So, we'll see. All right, for Sag this weekend, what does Sag need to know? April 26th through the 28th, Spirit, what does the sign of Sagittarius? Messages coming out sideways. I'm telling you, it's like you're trying to... Spirit just said it's been... High Priestess of Spirit. Spirit just said, it's been a humbling experience for you. And I don't know, it's kind of like you're trying to swallow it with a grain of salt. There's something about the past here. You needed to go into a place of healing for yourself, feeling stuck by a situation, maybe one that you were in for some time. But now that you're kind of distancing yourself, this could be, and I'm going to say, Sag, I feel like this is a 50-50 split for some of you. Some of you, this may be for the cross watcher, where trying to communicate. Some of you could be blocking communication. Some of you could be that person who wants to communicate and is just not taking 2, 3, 4 on the clock, not taking the initiative quite yet to do this. I think some of you are wanting to kind of, I don't know why I'm getting the feeling of lashing out. Like you've got something to say, but you're remaining quiet. about a particular situation. It's kind of like you're trying to sit with the self and go, how do I want to deal with this moving forward? Sag, a lot of split energies here. Some of you wanting to come in and maybe reconcile to something. Others of you may be wanting to really just be done with the past situation. Hang on one second. Okay, guys, sorry. The heat kicked on. I don't even know why. I'm like, we're not doing this today. So yeah, it's a mixed bag of energy of what I'm picking up. So, you know, you guys discern the messages, you know where it fits in your story. But I do think that Spirit overall, regardless of your situation specifically, Sag, is asking you to sit with yourself. And I do think you're trying to. 333. There's a lot of third party energy too with this Grove. It's a 3 that it's coming out. And it's like, I really feel like if there had been a period too of this lack of communication, not wanting to see it, not wanting to deal with it, you're being forced in some way. Like somebody could have caused a moment that forced you to deal with something. I think that hindsight is kind of what is happening here and going, not that you're questioning if you made the right decision so much as could I have handled it differently? For some of you, I think there's a little bit of regret that you didn't do something sooner. I think for some of you, it was cutting ties. Why did I wait as long as I did to make this decision? For others of you, it was a lack of putting in the work. Okay? So that's the way that comes in, Sag. Let's see here. Excuse me. All right, for Sag this weekend, April 26th to the that fucking devil card. You guys. Empress. I'm going to be straight. Like, you know, we don't really attach gender to tarot. But if you... There it is. The Empress, the Devil, and Temperance. Sag, there you are. Taurus, Libra, the Devil, Capricorn energy, Temperance. Go back to December. This could be around a period of time in regards to the birth of something new, the creation of something new, something that could have confined, restrained, that trapped card being underneath the Grove there. Same energy as the Devil, trapping you, holding you back, holding you hostage, making you feel some kind of way. I think whoever you were attached to, again, there's a mixed flow here, Sag. Somebody, whether it's you or the cross watcher, maybe even both of you, felt trapped. And I'm going to say one side of this, though, if both of you were feeling that way, one side of it was seeing this through a healthy set of eyes, an evolving set of eyes. The other side of this was codependent. It was toxic. And that was creating this push and pull, this back and forth for quite a while. The Empress breathes and gives new life. And it's like, what, you know, I say about the push and pull, there was resistance to that balance with that Seven of Wands. The way this comes through, there was resistance to what one side was giving and the other side getting breadcrumbs. So it's like you may be sitting back and realizing how unbalanced a situation was. Again, for some of you, this is going to be you weren't pulling your own weight, and for others of you, the cross watcher wasn't pulling their own weight in a particular situation. I'm also going to say to you, if this was a personal relationship that you were having, a partnership with somebody, this isn't just about your partnerships. This is also about your work. Trying to fine tune and balance things. And maybe that's been your focus, is your work and not the partnership itself. Second to that, Temperance. There's wanting to heal this. This is an angelic heart healing energy with this High Priestess of Spirit that is saying it is time to alchemize and correct everything that was fucked up. Okay? And I feel like, Sag, it's almost like your heart activation is happening, or the other person's heart activation is happening based upon the hindsight understanding of the big picture here. Okay? So why is this Empress here, Spirit? Why is this Empress here? Six of Pentacles twice. I do think, Hangman, somebody felt like they had done all they could do. They had given all they could have. you know, have given in a particular situation, and that, again, that's stuck energy, that's stagnant energy, that they didn't have anything left to give. And there's the Empress again with the King of Swords and the Hangman. Somebody had to look at this at a clear, precise vision that nothing was moving forward. And again, whether this is you or the cross watcher, nothing. It just is stuck energy, and feeling that sense of entrapment from a particular situation. What is the devil about here, Spirit? What is the devil about? Three of Wands. Somebody deciding to release this. Whatever ties were being created, there was a sense of the need to release a particular situation. Again, this could be third party, but I'm going to tell you something, Sag. Somebody is sitting in that regret. Again, like, this regret doesn't have to be like, I want this person back, or I want this situation back, or I want that job back, or whatever. It's more so how you could have handled it differently. How could this have been rectified on different terms to where it wasn't so difficult? It didn't have to be stuck had there been some kind of communication. I think somebody was coming in from a very practical sense, and then again, somebody coming in almost an obsession sense of money and career, and then you had somebody coming in with their emotions. It's a tough balance if you're not on the same wavelength, okay? And then this Temperance. Five of Swords coming out sideways with the Eight of Cups. Self-sabotage, self-defeat. Sag, I've said this to you before, and I'm going to say it to you again. Eight of Cups, Nine of Wands, Mother of Cups. The interesting thing to me, and I've said this before in other readings as well, she's protecting her cup. She's not letting anybody pour into that cup. She's very much, I can love myself, I'm good on my own, right? I don't want any more love. It's almost like, no, this is mine. You may not be in a space right now, Sag, of where you're ready to share those cups with something or someone, and if not, it's probably because your heart space isn't been open enough, or this other person is refusing to see what it is to actually be in emotions rather than codependency. So it's a very interesting energy. Teddy bear for the advice coming out in the reverse. Someone just shut down based upon this. And why this is coming up right now, I'm not sure. I'm actually going to ask. I wanted to ask. Ship, cutting ties, moving on, receiving what you need, progression, and arriving. I think both sides of a situation here, Sag, felt very hurt and disappointed by this. Odds are it was a karmic relationship. Resentments, triggers, perception, intensity, letting go, turmoil, and fleeting. Sag, I feel like you're having a hard time letting this go. Maybe the other person is having a hard time letting this go as well. Your perception around it is starting to change, and that may be why this is coming to the surface right now. Why is this coming up this weekend for Sagittarius? Nine of Cups. The willingness to want to move on and truly be happy, Emperor, taking back control of your life. Maybe feeling like you don't have closure on a situation. Some things need to be addressed yet. There still needs to be a truth that comes to light in a situation. And then it's kind of like fighting that internal truth. Some of you, again, I think this is Spirit's way of addressing you in the sense that, you know, this could be patterns and habits of yours. Is it a pattern and a habit? If you're, you know, Sag, I'm going to put you on the side of money and career in this, simply because you guys, you love deeply, but your emotions aren't always the forefront of who you are. Has that become a pattern that it's always been about the money and the relationship, or, you know, that's like a status kind of thing, right? Rather than opening yourself up emotionally, because I do feel like with this Temperance card, Sag, that is definitely you going, oh, this is struck an emotional chord within me. Okay, so just very much be aware of that, all right? Okay. Capricorn, what is going on for you guys? April 26th through the 28th. Let's see here. Excuse me. This allergy stuff is finally clearing up. Thank the stars. I'm so over it this year. All right. Capricorn. What is going on for Capricorn? The 26th through the 28th, Spirit. What does Capricorn need to know? Capricorn. Capricorn. Cycles and honesty. Spirit just said profound influence on the way you view things. Capricorn, I can see that. I can genuinely see that. Capricorn, the 26th through the 28th, please. 26th through the 28th, please. Vision. Funny, I just said the way you see things. Here comes this vision, a new vision. Wishing. You guys could feel like you're lacking in some capacity with this wishing coming out sideways. It's like as my grandmother would say way back in the day, wish in one hand, shit in the other. That was always her thing. And I'm like, Grandma, that's not very nice, but okay. I don't think you guys give yourself enough credit for the success that you've had. You're creating a new vision because you see what has worked, what doesn't work. You're kind of like testing the waters again here, Capricorn, this weekend. And it's kind of like making you feel a little worn out, a little exhausted, a little over it. You've got another card here, 8. That's completion, right? It's starting a new journey, a new cycle as well. Capricorn, Spirit's saying, just love what you do. You're going to have to get in, whatever this is, whether this is relationship, work, kids, life, yourself, whatever. You've got to get into this flow of your emotions that says, this is what feels good to me. This is what makes me happy. This is where my joy comes from. Instead of looking at it as glass half empty. And I think a lot of the time you guys tend to get into that glass half empty, like, well, it could be better, but what do you feel within is the thing here. Why, what is it from within that sparks this? So let's see. Why is this coming up for Capricorn this weekend? What's going on and why is it coming up? Capricorn. 10 of Cups coming out sideways. See, that's what I'm saying. That wishing is like, it's okay. Life's all right. It could, it's one of that. It's one of those kind of energies. It's repeating itself here. Page of Cups. I just said, put love into it, right? Open yourself up to this. Work from that emotional plane. You need to, and I think that's part of this, is allowing yourself to just, like learning how to not feel bad so you can always feel good. And we're always going to have days where it's just like, I'm exhausted. I'm over it. Whatever. Allow those emotions to flow. Don't deny yourself the right to understand that you're going to have good and bad, highs and lows. We see the waves in the background of the Page of Cups. But even when things get rocky, look at the positives in anything that makes you feel down. Okay, talking about those waves, and there's that 3 of Swords. Well, it could be this. Well, it could be that. And it's like you're really feeling the losses or what you perceive to be a loss or a lack, rather than perceiving what is going right. 2 of Wands, waiting. Like, I feel like you guys are waiting and going, when is this shit gonna change? After a period of stagnancy. Like, you could really feel like that stagnancy comes in, goes out, comes in, goes out. Like, it's like hit and miss, right? It's kind of like playing battleships. Like, sometimes you make a hit, sometimes you don't. And it's like, stop playing chess and checkers with yourself, Capricorn. Like, this is pretty much what it boils down to. It's getting out of your thoughts and into your emotions. And I want to tell you that I feel like the reason that this is coming up this weekend, Scorpio full moon, of course, like that energy is still lingering and will be for a little bit yet. Damn it, Capricorn, damn it. Success, completion, there it is. You've had successful cycles. And now as you move into the next thing, you're like, well, how do I do this? I feel like you're constantly feeling like you have to learn new things, and that can be exhausting. Like, I want to, but then you dive so deep into it that you just wear yourself out. And you're like, well, I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. I don't know, blah, 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 blah. Enjoy the experience. Enjoy the journey. Stop seeing it as, here we go again. I know you're tired. I get it. That 9 of Swords is, not sleeping well, not resting well, being up in your mind, feeling like things are just continuously going on and never giving you a break. 8 of Cups, and it's like you abandon your happiness, and you maybe even feel like there's things that were so successful and so good for you that it's like, why do I have to walk away from something that was working? Because we are always evolving. Capricorn, thank God you're not a fixed sign. But in the same breath, the one consistent thing that always is happening is change. You can bet your sweet ass that every time you turn around, something is going to change. And I feel like you guys are resisting that change right now. What is this Page of Cups about? The Tower. Oh my God, don't make Capricorn get into their emotions, because there's fucking pain that lives under the surface again. And I feel like you're being hit with that. Like, there's something about a level of confidence too. Like, you're not, again, not seeing your successes. So it's like, if I have to address this thing from an emotional space, you may have your emotions tied up to something else. And in that, that makes you feel uncomfortable in some way. Whether this was past family dynamics, work dynamics, you dynamics, whatever. To step into that emotional plane, I feel like this is like a deeper level of healing, Capricorn, that needs to happen for you so that you can experience pure fulfillment and joy and happiness in all areas of life, rather than just this one thing. Or it's almost like you kind of like pick and choose what you want to be the thing to make you happy, when everything in your life should be making you happy. It should be a life that you don't have to escape from. And that Two of Wands is kind of giving me that vision of like, where can I go? Because I'm not happy right now. Two of Pentacles coming out sideways, Seven of Pentacles. Again, you know, it just feels like that you feel like you're putting in the work to things and then you have to start over again. It's a repetitive cycle, but I don't think, Capricorn, that it's a bad repetitive cycle. It's a repetitive cycle for you to evolve, not to stay still. And I think you're keeping yourself stuck, okay? Advice. Girl with a snake, charmed, used, enabled, or boundaries. Healthy choices. You need to make... Switch them. Okay. You need to make some healthier choices here for yourself. This girl with a snake, it's kind of like... kind of feel like you're self-attacking. I really do. Like, she's kind of playing Russian roulette with this snake, in a sense that that snake at any time could just coil up around her and just squeeze her to death and eat her face. Like, I'm not a fan. Are you letting those energies of the past where you lacked boundaries be the thing that stops you from happiness now? This Tower is you having to face the choices and understand that the past you is not the you now. Okay? And look. I said, step into love. Cupid's arrow and love. And then underneath the deck, death. It's transmuting everything from a space of love. See it, you know, love feels good. Yes, love can hurt. We know this, right? We've all had those moments and experiences. But at the heart of the matter, love feels good. Let yourself feel good. Any success is success. Celebrate the small wins. The snake, competition and energy. The other woman, look over your shoulder. I feel like there's a fear that something's going to come back around. I feel like you've been so hurt and disappointed by certain people here, Capricorn, that there's just that fear of, if I move forward in this direction or I do this, is this going to bring me the same result? Listen to me, please. No. If you are operating under leaving this shit behind and taking on the lessons with you moving forward, you know better this time. Whatever that means to you, you know better this time. You don't have to do this. You don't have to keep yourself in this humdrum bullshit energy, because look, abundance is coming through for you. It's going to work out to your benefit, but you've got to get out of your head and into your heart. Okay? Most definitely. All right. Big focus on that, Capricorn. Big focus on that. All right, Aquarius. Let's see here. Aquarius? How are cycles, by the way, Capricorn, and then beauty. See the beauty in all of life. All right, sorry. Aquarius. Let me shuffle these up pretty good real quick. How are you guys? I hope you're doing well. All right, Spirit. Ten of Swords. Completion. Aquarius. What is happening this weekend? April 26th through the 28th, Spirit, for Aquarius. Summons. fulfillment. What is going on for Aquarius this weekend? I'm going to get another card. Strength and Grove. Aquarius, your energy is a little funky. It's like, I want to be around you. I want to be alone. Very in and out. I think you're trying to master the self this weekend a little bit, Aquarius. Strength. Like, you're showing a pretty tough exterior to you. It's like you want something, and Aquarius, you're unsettled. It's the best way I can explain this. You're unsettled. You want something, and even when you don't want it, you still want it. What the hell is that? Oh, goodness. Okay. For Aquarius, April 26th through the 28th, what do they need to know? What's going on with them this weekend? And then you go silent. What are you going silent for? High Priestess of Earth. There's a lot of 3 and 6. You just watched me shuffle this fucking deck how many times? 3, 13 is a 4, 3, but those 3s are prominent to me. Understanding, complicated. Aquarius, here's the deal. Whatever you've got going on that you want, but yet you're like, I want it, but I still want it even when I don't think I want it. You're going to have to put in some work here. You don't get to check out all the time anymore. Whatever the hell that means to you. Like, you're going to have to compromise, find understanding in a situation for it to be successful. And I feel like you're looking at this as it's too much. It's too heavy. It's too much. It's complicated. And it's via means of communication. Like, you've got your, I'm going to say with that focus and that summons, you've got your eyes set on something very heavily too. And you may be like trying to deny yourself the right to whatever this is. Like, well, I really, like, on an emotional level, Aquarius, you really want whatever this is. It makes you feel good. Aquarius mind level is, nah, I'm good. The ego side, nah, I'm good. I'm going to focus on my work. I'm going to focus on my stability. I'm going to focus on all of these other things. I'm good. And as you're going throughout your day, you still want that one thing, whatever that one thing is. I don't know. I'm going to laugh at you guys. Sorry. You got to ask yourself, is that coming from a place of fear? Because when we pinch ourselves off from something that makes us feel good, it's usually because there's some fear attached to that somewhere in there. All right, for Aquarius this weekend, April 26th through the 28th. Like, there's somebody, you know, the Strength card was on the split, and I'm seeing this now with the summons. This woman in this card, she is very strong. Almost admirable, like, wow. Caught by surprise, like you wouldn't think that there was so much strength and force in that nature. So I don't know, you could be dealing with somebody like that. You could be seeing somebody like that. Maybe, you know, you're feeling like that in some ways about yourself. I don't know. The Sun, the 8 of Wands, communication, incoming, travel, fast. Seriously, Aquarius, what the fuck? 6 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords. Just what? Like, that's kind of how I feel about this. Now what? That's it? Boy, this makes me feel good. Put a fork in it. We're going to clarify. For Aquarius this weekend, Spirit, what does Aquarius need to know this weekend? Knight of Cups. List. Again, completion, the Lovers, the 6 of Wands, the Tower. Whatever this is, straight up caught you by surprise. And I'm going to tell you, you know, you could look at this as any area of your life, right? It's going to be different for all of you. Something comes in. You're doing it so well. Maybe people attached to it or a person attached to it is doing it so well. There's so much love. There's so much happiness. There's so much forward movement. You weren't expecting this. Fixed sign energy here, Aquarius. Could be dealing with a Gemini, a Leo. Doesn't have to be. Tower, Aries, Scorpio energy. Something comes in at some point, I would say, I don't know, within the last 20 days, 20, 21 days, whatever that is. So this is some kind of new beginning. Takes you by surprise. You're getting up in your head. Boy, I really want this, but I wasn't expecting this. So I'm just going to blow the motherfucker up. Why? You've got the Sun, the Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. That's beautiful energy right there. Success, not once but twice. You want this, but then there's that High Priestess of Earth that's like, let me just bring myself back down out of this high that I'm in right now because it feels really good. Why are you people afraid to feel happy? Why are you people afraid to feel good? You know, I know that like we talk about like the Disney movies and shit like that. Like they teach us like, oh, there's always a happily ever after. And a lot of the times there is. Or there isn't, I should say first. But sometimes there really is. And it's like you could be so scorned, so jaded, so hurt, so not ready, so, you know, staying in your own lane, doing your own thing. And then here comes the divine with a fucking grapefruit and whacks you with it. And it's like, hey, by the way, got your attention now because here, this is crossing your path. What are you doing? All right. Why grapefruit? I don't fucking know. Grapefruit might be a topic of discussion this weekend. Couldn't tell you. It was the first thing I seen. That's the first thing Spirit showed me was a damn grapefruit. Death card, Scorpio energy there. The Sun. What is the Sun about for Aquarius this weekend, Spirit? What is the Sun about? You guys. Sun. Mother of Pentacles. Listen. You could be dealing with somebody, that High Priestess, the Hierophant, Judgment, Four of Swords, the Sun again. Get the fuck out of here. You know damn well the potential that lies in this. You see somebody around you, this Mother of Pentacles. She's mature, she's stable, she's got her shit together. She knows all. She may seem a little mysterious or quiet in certain aspects. You may feel like she's holding back too. It doesn't have to be a she, right? Remember, don't attach gender to it. But Mother of Pentacles here, she's clearly a feminine energy. High Priestess tends to be more feminine energy. Hierophant, spiritual union, commitment, making sound spiritual decisions, the Judgment, making those choices, releasing anything from the past or trying to through this healing. The Sun, the enlightenment of it all is taking precipice. So it's like, there's something beautiful here, Aquarius, that's being born from this. And I'm going to tell you, from this energy that I've seen you in a couple of months ago, of this back and forth hee-haw bullshit with these people that are just kind of like, are they there because of you or are they there because of themselves? This is a big change. And I think, again, that past is what you're so very much used to, that to see something come in stable, grounded, and not requiring something of you but you, just because you're you, seems like a foreign fucking concept to you. Eight of Wands. What is this? Three of Swords. You're holding back in resistance and you're fighting this off. Like there's something within you, Aquarius, that needs to have some healing. Because it's like you're holding on to conflict, pain, it's stalling forward progress and movement. You know, this could even be the cross watcher, right? Flip the roles. But it's like there's a looming energy here of this internal conflict of what is being held on to from the past. 3, 4, 5 could be very important as well. Spirit just said third time's a charm. As I go to say that, there comes the Three of Cups. If you're willing to transform and transmute whatever this situation is, and I'm going to tell you, this isn't singular energy. Like this is you dealing at least with at least one person. If you're willing to work through this, it turns out for the better. It could be everything you've ever hoped for, everything you've ever asked for. But I'm also going to tell you, it's not going to be without you having to put in the work. You don't get to stay in an old mindset. Spirit is saying this isn't just about you, this is about others. There's a third party to this as well. Again, that 3 is sticking out very freaking heavily. You could feel like it's a ghost of a past of a situation for you or someone else or another situation. It could be children, it could be lots of things, but I'm going to tell you that when it all comes together and you're willing to work with one another, it's cause for celebration. Somebody's looking at this from a very optimistic standpoint with this Knight of Cups. Aquarius, are you? Another card for Aquarius. Get the fuck out of here. Somebody here is willing, the World card, not once. I have two decks out. Limited cards. Both bring out the World card. And this particular deck, the Success card is basically the equivalent of the World. A successful completion to something. 3 times over. 3. This is a new beginning for everybody involved. Are you going to put a fucking fork in it before it even gets started? Ace of Cups, Queen of Swords, the Star. There you are. King of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. There's already been some type of emotional seeding that's been put into this. I'm just going to cut it off. There's healing, and I think that patience may be required to work through some of this stuff, but it's necessary for everybody involved, whatever that means. So, advice for Aquarius this weekend, Spirit. Addiction, codependent, obsession, restraint, possession, and control emotional blocks in the past. And it was stopping an abundant, like a flow of abundance, of happiness, of joy, of getting things together. You could be seeing somebody this way. They're in a space of ready to move on and move forward with date and blowing kisses. Like they're trying to open up to something, and it's the Sun. It was learning a lot of things, and you could feel like this person maybe has addictions or situations. Shock. Soulmates. Again, there's that energy, that 8 of Wands, 3 of Swords, 5 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles. That this runs deeper than the surface. That's why you're so drawn to it. Like, I want it, I want it, I want it, I need it. But then you get in your head and you're like, I don't know. I'll think about it. There's a reason it's striking deep within you. Sudden change, sudden news, surprising epiphanies, transformation. I do think the communication is going to be key to work through whatever this is. Soul connection, partnership, soul contract, life partner. Are you separating yourself, cutting ties from this because it's just going to be too much work? Anything that's worth having requires some effort, okay? Knight of Cups. What is the advice? Holy crap. You're trying to figure it out. Okay. Poker face. Taking a chance, risk and options, not showing hand, gambling. The dragonfly. The lighthearted and adapt, finding out and change, things coming to light, and healing. Key on a ring. Many options. Unconventional. One night stand. String along. Aquarius, you might disconnect from this for a little while. But I also think that with this, it's like you're fighting this. Whatever this is, you're fighting this. How do I put this? You have to be very clear about what you want. And if you're going to commit to something, you need to go after it. And if you're not, then don't. Okay, that's the key point here to be made, I think. It's like, oh, it was nice while it lasted. If it feels good, why would you end it? Think about it. You got a lot to think about. Make sure you're operating from the right standpoint here. All right, Aquarius, that's that. Pisces, moving on to you. All right. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Where did those go? Over there. All right. Forgot what I was doing. All right. Pisces. Let's jump into it here. This video is going to be so long. Oh my goodness. All right. Pisces. April 26th through the 28th. Spirit, what does Pisces need to know for Pisces? Letting go. Pisces, I think you let go of somebody. High Priestess of Water could have been another water sign. Doesn't have to be. This could be you. Deceit. I don't think someone was being very straight with you. And now they're mad. You might have caught somebody up in some kind of bullshit. Here's the thing. Like, if they were going off by themselves and doing their thing, like, whatever. Like, this could be something as simple as a friendship. It's not the fact that they took time, if it was for themselves. It's the way they handled a situation, the way they weren't honest, the way they weren't forthcoming. Like, it's like there was too much, 1122 here, too much to this that, how do I put this? This is crazy. There's just something about it. There was deception at play in the middle of it all. There we go. Spitting it out. Now that you've separated yourself from this and you're just like, nope, I'm going to let you roll. Go. Like, I'm not dealing with this. Now they're watching you. Now they want to know what you're doing. Where'd you go? What'd you do? This is not the you that I knew. Like, I was able to cross your boundaries before. Why won't you let me cross your boundaries anymore? It's really what this boils down to. I don't feel like you're very calmly in your water energy right now, Pisces. And I think you're disappointed by the behavior or actions of somebody. Queen of Wands. Some of you, this could be a same-sex relationship. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am. 442, that number could be very important to you. What is this energy going on for? Page of Pentacles, the World card, the Emperor underneath. This is you. I kind of feel like, like you give a person an inch, they'll take a mile kind of thing. I feel like that's a little bit of what this was. And then you finally got a grasp on whatever the ulterior motives or the control aspect of what was trying to take place here started to happen. It's like taking a step back. The Knight of Pentacles is slow moving energy. And again, I kind of feel like this is more about a power dynamic than it is anything else with this Emperor here. Aries energy, Loris, oh my God. Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. But I'm going to say, like, it's like kind of you giving it to God and going, I don't know what your problem is. I don't know why you weren't honest with me. You disappointed me. I'm letting this go. I'm not dealing with this. I'm taking control back of my own life. I'm doing what I need to do. And I'm moving the fuck on. And this person is like, well, wait, what about me? Or this situation is, well, what about this? Let me make you some kind of new offer. And you're like, I'll look at it. I'll contemplate it. But I'm good. Ten of Swords. There you go. Something just told me. Look under that deck. And I'm going to tell you, I feel like this Queen of Wands, likely the other person here in the situation is you're stepping into that Emperor space. I'm seeing this as more in the negative sense, like manipulating situations. Spirit is saying fueling flames. There's third party on top of everything right now. It's nuts. Judgment, like they made their choices. And now you're making a choice. It's like when people come to you and they disrespect you and they treat you like shit, it's gaslighting, right? Like narcissistic kind of behavior. Not saying that they are, because that word gets thrown around. But it's more so in the sense that they do something or say something. You respond to it and go, here's my boundary. And now they're mad at you for being mad at them. And now you should be the one to say sorry. Like, what? If you wouldn't have lied to me, then I wouldn't have been like, I can't trust you anymore. But they're saying, well, you need to trust me. Well, give me a reason to trust you. It's that kind of dynamic that I'm seeing here. They're like, we should be together. This should feel good. This should be wonderful. And you're just like, no, it shouldn't be. Like, this is the way that this is. Knight of Pentacles. Here comes the Emperor. There's that. It's funny. I'm seeing you as this, and I'm seeing the other person as this. They're coming in with this Lover's card, the Five of Cups, because they don't have the upper hand. They don't have the control of a situation, Pisces, that they once did. You're stepping into your power going, I'm good doing this by myself. And it's not coming from the egoic space. It's coming from the here's my boundary space. They're coming in with some kind of offer because they feel left out. They feel abandoned. They feel neglected. And probably because they were being a shithead at some point. Wheel of Fortune with the World. Two of Cups. I feel like with this Page of Pentacles, or it's the Knight of Pentacles again, I'm sorry. You are moving in a different direction with somebody else, something else. Because you know that there's been third parties with this person for a very long time. Like there's always been that looming energy of a particular situation. So if this reading is for you, like you've learned a lesson, like three's or two. I can't talk again. Three's a party, three's a crowd, something like that, right? I can't even think of how it goes now. But there's too many people involved. That's not what you're wanting. It's not how you're feeling about this at this time. And two's a party, three's a crowd. There we go. Like, we don't need crowds in our energy. It's too much. All right, advice for Pisces. Heartbroken, coming out sideways, the snake. I'm telling you, like, they could have put you in competition with somebody else and something else. And you're learning, like, yes, you... And I'm going to tell you, Pisces, it doesn't feel like the biggest heartbreak of your life. It's just disappointing that you thought more of someone or something in a situation. And, you know, like... you see someone in a certain light and you think they're going to do better, and then they don't. And it's like, well, shit, I really had hope for you. So I don't feel like it's the end of the world, but then coffin, new beginnings, liberation, reborn, transitions, tragic endings. This is teaching you to heal something within inside yourself that if you felt like you're lacking confidence, you're building that up for yourself. So it's going in a positive direction for you, but you making this choice to cut this out and go, I don't get to be a second option. Second option isn't where I sit. Either I am your person, I am your number one go-to for this project, I am doing my very best, and that's enough, and that's where I deserve to be. And if you don't see me that way, then I need to move on. And I think you're going to move on from this situation. So you may be in a space this weekend where someone's kind of trying to play a little bit of head game with you. If they're quiet on you, because I don't feel like you're saying a whole lot, they're trying to play on your emotions, your passion. It's like if somebody you had a really great sexual connection with, and they're like, well, let me touch you. It's almost like they're trying to lure you back in. I just see you keeping your distance. I don't see you really engaging with it at all. All right, Pisces, that's that. Happy weekend to everybody. I'm wishing you all the very best. Hopefully these readings help. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Personal reads are open and available. That information can be found in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page. I'm sending you guys all a ton of love, light. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Bye.